Hi there. Today we're going to take a look at what writing prompts are and how to respond to those. So anytime you're given a writing prompt, this could be in a variety of different situations, you can take some of the keywords from that writing prompt to rephrase into either a hook or catch sentence at the beginning of your introductory paragraph, or you could include some of those into your thesis statement itself. So you'll find writing prompts in a variety of different places. Of course, in classrooms, you're going to have them for short answers, essays, test questions, things like this. But you're also going to run across them in the workplace as well. So let's say that you get an email from a customer that's asking specific questions and you need to respond back to that. You can take keywords out of the important pieces there and use those back with your customer, and it heightens and improves the communication that you're giving back. So what we're taking a look at here is we've got three prompts. The first one, explain the main reasons for the 2007 economic recession. The second, state and defend an opinion on whether the too big to fail policy was a success or a failure. And the third, discuss evidence that supports or contradicts the slow move towards renewable energy sources. So with each of these three, we've got three different prompts. We're going to take a look at how to find the keywords there. Now I've highlighted out two different things for you. In the red, you've got the verbs, and so that's telling you what you need to do. So in the first one, you need to make sure that you're explaining. So make sure that you don't fall into persuading or comparing or something along those lines. Make sure that you're just explaining with that first prompt. With the second, you're going to state and defend. So make sure that that's the action that you're doing. Make sure that that's the activity that you're doing. And the third, you're going to discuss the evidence. Now you'll also see that in these prompts underlined here, you've got the main words. Those words can be reused in either your hook or catch sentence or in your thesis statement to address that prompt more directly. And I've underlined here more words that are necessary in the options for number 1 and number 3, so you don't necessarily have to use all of those words, just demonstrating one way to do it. So let's see the examples here. What we've done is that we've taken some of the keywords, rephrased those into thesis statements. So our first example, the main reasons for the 2007 economic recession included lacking oversight of Wall Street and risky banking practices. So we'll see here that the underlined words, those were words that came directly out of that prompt. We've taken those, we've reused those into our thesis statement to make that transition nice and smooth from the prompt to the writing itself. Same thing with number 2. We reuse the terms too big to fail, were a failure, and but a success. Those are pulled straight out of the prompt and reused here in the thesis. That is the too big to fail policy, which allowed ailing corporations to borrow from the U.S. government, were a failure for the American people, but a success for the U.S. corporations. So we've taken those bits and pieces, those little words, those little phrases, and we've reused them here into the thesis. And our third example, the slow move towards renewable energy sources has been due to political debates and vested interests. So again, we've taken that phrase, the slow move towards renewable energy sources, and we've reused those into the thesis statement. Now this is something that you can use anytime that you've got a writing prompt and that you want to make a nice smooth transition from the prompt into your thesis. And you don't necessarily have to reuse the words in the thesis. You can reuse them into the hook or catch phrase, which might go before it in the introduction paragraph. I hope this is useful to your writing.